Okay guys, today I'm back for another video, and this is going to be my June 2015 Blu Ray update, where I talk about all the Blu Rays I got over the last month. And first off, before I get into the Blu Rays, I just want to address a few things. So it's the summer holidays now, which means I have time off of school for the next 6 or 7 weeks, I'm not too sure. So I'll have, quite a bit of time in my hands to, watch a bunch of movies. I've been finding quite a good amount of time to watch movies, but now I have even more time. Particularly to watch movies in cinemas, which I've been doing quite well with, but now I'll have even more time, which is great. I actually was at the cinema yesterday. I saw Jurassic World for the second time, I saw Avengers Age of Ultron for the second time, and I saw Entourage for the first time. So, next week is when Terminator Genisys is out, which I'm looking forward to, anticipating quite a bit. But yeah, so I have quite a bit of time in my hands. Also, I would recommend everybody watching here to maybe check out my Twitter account. I have just recently created a Twitter account. I created it about a month ago, and this is the first time I've actually talked about it on camera. So basically, it's just a thing, just kind of like an add-on to the YouTube channel. I see it as I'll be tweeting about movies I see in cinemas as soon as I see them. I'll tweet about Blu-rays I get. I'll tweet about anything else that goes on in my life. I'll tweet about wrestling. I'll tweet about, let's see, movie news, maybe TV shows here and there. So yeah, I'll be going on all about that, and yeah, if you want to check out, you can. I'll leave the link to it in the description below. And yeah, might as well just jump straight into this one. Also, actually, before I forget, next month is my birthday, so I probably won't be getting much Blu-rays next month. I'll only get them until I probably won't get any Blu-rays until my birthday, which is at the end of the month, 30th of July. So yeah, now we'll get into the Blu-rays. Starting off here, we have Kingsman: The Secret Service, which is a really fun spy movie. Easily one of my favourite movies of the year so far. Great cast. The director's Matthew Vaughn, who's always awesome. And yeah, just an all-round fun, funny, entertaining movie. And just done extremely well. So I hear they're doing a sequel, which I'm interested in. I wouldn't say I need to see a sequel, but that being said, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, definitely, if you haven't seen Kingsman: The Secret Service, really worth watching. Next we have Patriot Games, which is the second Jack Ryan movie. It's a sequel to The Hunt for Red October. Hunt for Red October obviously has Alec Baldwin in the role of Jack Ryan. This one has Harrison Ford. I don't actually know why they changed actors, but yeah, this is a good one. Has Sean Bean as the villain. I think I prefer Hunt for Red October quite a bit to this one. That being said, I still like this one. And then we have the third Jack Ryan movie, Clear and Present Danger, which also has Harrison Ford as Jack Ryan. Haven't watched this one yet, but still looking forward to it. It has Willem Dafoe as the villain. And yeah, so I don't know if I'll get the fourth and fifth Jack Ryan movies. The fourth one is Sum of All Fears, which has Ben Affleck as Jack Ryan. And then the fifth one is Shadow Recruit, which has Chris Pine as Jack Ryan. I don't know if I'll get those. Maybe I will, just to complete the Jack Ryan series, but we'll see. Payback with Mel Gibson. Everybody says watch the director's cut over the theatrical cut because the theatrical cut isn't really good, whereas the director's cut is. I watched the director's cut. I haven't seen the theatrical cut, but all I can say, judging by the director's cut, this is a good one. Nothing too stand out or special, but still a good one. I like this one quite a bit. So yeah, Payback. Pirates of the Caribbean: At World's End. To be honest, I don't like this one. Just got it to complete the Pirates franchise. Yeah, don't really like it. Much better than the fourth one though. But still, can't say too much about this one that I like. I will say though, this movie, I had no idea how long this movie was until I got this Blu-ray and I looked at the back. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes. I will say this movie is really well paced because it does not feel like 2 hours and 40 minutes. So, well done. I give it props for that. The Patriot. I haven't watched this one yet. Just try to find the time. It is 2 hours and 55 minutes. So, just need to kind of find the time to watch it. But I've heard good things about it. It's a Roland Emmerich movie. Roland Emmerich is kind of a hit or miss for me. There's some movies of his that I like, some that I don't. Mel Gibson is in this movie though, and so is Heath Ledger, so I'll definitely give it a shot. The next four I got whilst I was at the cinema yesterday, so I haven't watched any of these on Blu Ray yet, but I have seen one of them before getting it on Blu Ray. So I got Pain and Gain, which is a Michael Bay movie with Mark Wahlberg and The Rock. I'll give it a shot. I'm not a huge Michael Bay fan. That being said, I do like some of his films, and I've heard fairly decent things about this one. So I'll give it a go. It could be kind of fun and dumb, but enjoyable, or it could just be awful, but we'll see. Labrinth. Heard it's a fun movie, so I'll give it a go. Top Gun, which I've seen before, and it's pretty awesome, but for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, I like this one. Tom Cruise, Tony Scott movie. Val Kilmer's in it. Awesome. It's not awesome in your traditional sense, but it's still pretty awesome. Not much more that can be said. Just watch Top Gun. So cheesy and dumb, but still cool. And then Demolition Man, which has Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, and it's called Demolition Man. Why wouldn't I buy this movie? Heard good things about it though. We Were Soldiers, which is a Vietnam War movie with Mel Gibson. A lot of Mel Gibson movies, I just realised, in this selection. That's not on purpose. But yeah, this was a good one, a good Vietnam War movie. I wouldn't put it up there with some of the other great Vietnam War movies like Apocalypse Now or Full Metal Jacket or anything like that, but still a good one. Whiplash. What more can I say about this movie? Before getting this on Blu-ray, I would have said Interstellar was my favourite movie of the year so far. That being said, I checked this one out. I've watched it twice on Blu-ray now. I'd seen it in cinemas and I've watched it twice on Blu-ray now. Nah, I think this one is now my favourite movie of the year so far. Oh, of 2014, I meant to say. Favourite movie of 2014 easily. Whiplash is just something about it just connects with me. Truly incredible movie, and if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's completely worth your time. Watch it as much as you can. It's also just an incredibly rewatchable movie. I don't know, I just take something new away from it every time, and yeah, awesome. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, a good one, good cast. 2.5 hours long. Probably doesn't need to be that long, but that being said, it's still pretty good. Alan Rickman plays a great villain. Kevin Costner doesn't even attempt an English accent, but it's still okay. Yeah, a good one. Probably the definitive Robin Hood movie. I'm not a big fan of the Robin Hood story, but that one did connect with me. Say Anything, which is the directorial debut of Cameron Crowe, who I'm a big fan of. Yeah, this isn't one of my favourite Cameron Crowe movies. Like, I wouldn't say it's as good as Jerry Maguire or Almost Famous. I'd even prefer We Bought a Zoo to this one. I actually rewatched We Bought a Zoo quite recently and I really enjoyed it. I just really enjoy that movie. I don't know what it is. It's still a good movie. In fact, a very good movie. John Cusack stars in it. And nice romantic comedy, coming of age story, I guess. So yeah, worth watching definitely, especially if you're a Cameron Crowe fan. We have the Sherlock Holmes movies, the two most recent ones, Sherlock Holmes and Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows. If I had to give the edge to which one I prefer, I'd say the first one, but I still like both of these ones quite a bit. But yeah, definitely the first one gets a slight edge for me. I would like to see a third one. I don't need to see a third one, but I would still like to see where they could go with this series. So yeah. We also have Insidious and Insidious Chapter 2. Haven't seen the third one yet, but I'll probably check it out before the end of the year, because I actually thought these movies are actually quite good. The first one I'd give the slight edge to. This one's still good though, and I actually thought like both of these movies are pretty creepy, and I don't get scared at movies that often, but the first one in particular really surprised me of how creeped out I was by it. So yeah, I thought these two horror movies are actually some of the better horror movies in recent years. Big Hero 6, I was kind of disappointed that it didn't come with a slipcover. There only seemed to be doing slipcovers for the 3D release, but I wasn't going to get the 3D release. I like this one. I actually really like this one. I was actually quite pleased that it won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. I know most people prefer the Lego Movie, which wasn't even nominated for some reason, but I don't know, I may have actually preferred this a little bit more to the Lego Movie, I don't know, but charming Disney movie, and actually quite like to see a sequel to this too. I don't know if they'll ever do it, but yeah, I liked it. Blade. I'll probably end up getting the other two Blade movies on Blu Ray just to complete the series. I don't like the third one, but I maybe just get it. Actually, I think I prefer the second one to this. I still think this is actually a pretty decent superhero comic book movie with Wesley Snipes doing great as Blade. It's actually more of a horror vampire movie than a traditional comic book movie, but it's still a pretty good one. So I'll definitely get this. I'm definitely going to get the second one, because I prefer the second one to this. As that's actually has pretty cool style, the second one. Guillermo del Toro, and has a pretty good cast. Ron Perlman's in the second one, so I'll definitely get this one, but I'd give the slight edge to the second one, but still, the first one is pretty good. And I'm probably going to, like I said, I'm going to get the third one just to complete the trilogy, but I don't like the third one. 3:10 to Yuma. Good western. You don't get much great westerns nowadays, but this is definitely up there. Christian Bale, Russell Crowe, who else is in this? Pierre Fonda, Logan Lerman actually in one of his more earlier roles. I had no idea he was in this movie. But yeah, James Mangold actually directed it. I'd only seen The Wolverine, and that was the only movie of his I'd seen, but I'm looking forward to seeing more James Mangold movies, because I actually quite like his style of directing and whatnot, and this is a good story as well, so yeah, 3:10 to Yuma. And last but not least, we have Air Force One with Harrison Ford, also another Harrison Ford movie. This seems to be the Mel Gibson and Harrison Ford Blu-ray update. But yeah, this is kind of a cool story too. Harrison Ford plays the president, where the plane that he's on gets hijacked by terrorists. Who plays the villain in this? Oh, Gary Oldman. I don't know why I forgot he was in it, but he plays a great villain. William H. Macy actually has a small role in the film, a supporting role. And yeah, a pretty damn fun action movie. So what more can you say? And that's everything I've got. So like I said, probably not going to get any more Blu-rays until my birthday, but we'll see. And please check out my Twitter account if you want. I'd be much appreciated. And thanks for watching, guys. So, bye.